In the morning when I rise, give me Jesus.
Good morning. Today we're in Genesis chapters 4 through 7. And I don't want you to miss that Enoch walked with God in this realm and then was not. As far as we know, he's the only human that has not physically died in this realm and went to be with the Lord. Well, these are the chapters where the flood and Noah's Ark are talked about. Please notice that the animals went on the ark 2 by 2, male and female. There was no gender confusion. There should be no gender confusion even today. Also notice that they all went on, each after their own kind. Oh, there's not a Big Bang evolution where animals or even humans have evolved over time from species to species. No, God created each individual species, and each species has been maintained after its own kind. But mainly what I want you to see is Cain killed his brother Abel. You know that story. And even though Cain committed murder, God promised to protect Cain as he lived out the rest of his life. And after Cain killed Abel, his countenance fell. And so God asked Cain, "Why did your countenance fall?" And he said in Genesis chapter 4, verse 7, "If you do well, will not your countenance be lifted up? And if you do not do well, sin is crouching at the door, and its desire is for you, but you must master it." Okay, so that's what I want to talk about today, and it's really a continuation of yesterday. You remember yesterday, the conversation was how when Adam and Eve ate from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, the sin issue was not that they had physically eaten of that tree. And the sin issue was not even that they were being disobedient to God's command. That's the main conversation you'll hear about that. The real sin problem was they did not trust God. Okay, so Cain, you aren't trusting me. When you don't do well, your countenance will fall. So when we don't do well, we feel guilty. When we don't do well, we have to hide the things that we've done. When we don't do well, we know we're not being the best person that we can be. We know that we're not being who God created us to be. And so it affects us. But if you do well, then you don't worry about it. If you do well, then you're alive. If you do well, then your countenance is lifted up. And so, how do you do well? How do you obey the will of God? How do you walk in a way that you are true to the real you, true to who God created you to be? And the answer is you trust God. Because obedience to the things of God are easy when you trust God. The picture in today's introduction is a dog with his master. Dogs tend to obey their masters, but they will not obey strangers. Dogs are smarter than we are sometimes because they understand when I trust someone, I'm willing to obey. So just like yesterday, I want to encourage you to frog, fully rely on God. Live up to the "in God we trust" that it says on your money. Don't be focused on the obedience issues. Obedience will flow out of trusting God. Behold that today. I look forward to being with you tomorrow when we talk about the things of God that He shows us in chapters 8 through 11 in Genesis. God bless you in your day today.
Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. You can have all this world, but give me Jesus.